Okay, good morning. I am, of course, I'm still waiting for the answer of how is it possible that I'm still radiated by my American hats and still tortured while nobody is moving arms and legs to get me out of this hell? How is it still possible? In the meantime, while we search for this answer, what we will do is a microscopic examination. We still have this crucible burning. It burns for a long, long time. Not with a very strong fire, but most of the hours it was actually stronger than that. But now we keep it relatively low. And of course we have the electrolysis, that is very interesting. But before we take samples of these crucibles, it's better to actually watch the 6 reference samples that I created. Actually a couple of hours ago, before I started the burn and the electrolysis. So it's kind of maybe even 6 or 7 hours ago. It was kept for quite some time, but I kept it in the shadow, so it will be inside the cabinet, so it will be less. So I wanted the neurons not to be too active, so they will. So to see, to watch actually what was actually in the slide, and not things that presumably could have been created out of the crucible, even though not much could have been created because of course they don't have energy. They do have energy and they can create stuff on slides, but it takes them more time. But anyway, mostly what we're going to see now is what was taken from the crucible and the electrolysis chamber. So we have three of each, 3 from the crucible and 3 from the electrolysis chamber. And actually, I want to do it quickly, so I will try to, not comment unless there is something very interesting. Just, I'll try to sweep over it of all the 6, and then maybe we'll take some more samples from the same, crucible and the electrolysis chamber, but after several hours of burning and a good amount of electrolysis that was done and still being done, as you see. Even even burns. I hope. So, but let's leave this for now. Let's just watch. Let's just watch the reference. So we'll start with the 3 from the crucible and then 3 from the electrolysis chamber. I hope you enjoyed the soundtrack, the Vulcan soundtrack. Okay, the regular microscope, 64 magnification. We sometimes, maybe we'll switch to 150 and sometimes to 600, but mostly it will be 64 as usual. Let's start. Okay, so this one is really dead. Not just one neo that was that looked like alive and well, but mostly it's really dead. Let's just continue to another sample from the Crucible. Of course, here we see many more neos, but they don't look very well. I mean, they are certainly alive and they show the nice light properties, but for some reason they are distorted. Maybe because of the heavy like wax, melted wax medium that distorts them. I don't know. They look a little bit peculiar, but I mean they are alive. I mean certainly, and they are nice actually. But I mean, just a little bit peculiar. I mean, you don't see like the many round ones that we are used to see. But I mean, these are also neos for certain. Like I mean, all of these are demons, of course. The living things are demons because, of course, you understand. Nice. Actually, very nice. Okay, nice. A little bit distorted by nice, but they're certainly nice. Much better than the previous slide for certain. Now let's take a look at the third slide from the Crucible. So this one was taken not from the melted wax, like the other two, but from the from the burned paper or wick. Now I understand it's called wick. Like from the burned material, straight from the burned material. So you see, it's kind of like, I mean, maybe it's really difficult to focus because it's very thick because it's taken, I mean, from the burned material, but it's different. And from experience, this is many times where we see, I mean, the most action. Hopefully we'll be able to focus. So yeah, we see tons of mirrors here, and this is, I mean, this is, I mean, you know, this is in line with, I mean, with previous experience that in the Crucible experiments, when you take sample, I mean, straight from, like, I mean, you know, from the melted wax, many times you don't see much. It's just, I mean, melted wax. But if you take, like, I mean, sample, I mean, from the burning, I mean, from the top layer, like where there is, like, I mean, burned, like, you know, burned, like, wicks or, you know, burned, it's mostly burned toilet paper or burned cotton. Now I use mostly toilet paper. If you take, like, I mean, sample from the burned toilet paper, that is, of course, I mean, while it's still like burning. I mean, I should say that I've taken these samples after I already, I mean, after it was kind of like, I mean, after like a very small lighting. I mean, I've said that I've taken it before it was burned, but actually I've taken all the three from while it was still burning. I mean, just initial burn, and actually you can see it by the way that it's melted, like it's uniformly melted. And this of course is because, I mean, it was taken like it was the wax was scalding hot. That's why it's so uniformly, like, kind of like placed on the slide. But it was, I mean, I consider it reference because it was used like after just a very short burn, and that was used mostly, like, I mean, you know, to kind of like refresh the material, because I thought maybe there are like maybe biological, you know, life forms on it, because after several days that it wasn't active, like the Crucible. So it was actually burning, but of course only very short burn, not like this burn that is going on for hours now, which should be much more interesting. But anyway, I've taken like one sample from the burned, like, I mean, toilet paper that is, like, as you've seen in many experiments, that this is like where all the action takes place, which, I mean, either like many neurons or many life forms or whatever. So it's not a surprise that this is like the most like interesting slide of the three. Beautiful. Nice. And they actually look like not duds. They look like, I mean, they are fine. Like they are real ones. This might be a life form, like a big life form that is created. I'm not sure. Possibly like the beginning of like a big life form. Nice. Here you see some kind of like demonic bacteria. Maybe we'll try to zoom in here, it looks nice. Difficult to focus on this with the 150, because, I mean, the lens is kind of like, I mean, it's far away from the slide. This is the 600, but it doesn't really like let you focus. But because it's so thick. So this is a very small Nero. Nice. Nice, very nice. And they look fine. Like they look. This bunch looks really like, I mean, you know, they are ready to go. Not like they are duds, like on the creation. Nice. This looks like a life form in the creation. Very interesting. Like a bigger one, bigger life form in the creation, like in the initial phases. Okay, interesting slide. I'll stop the video now, just so it won't be too long, and upload it. And while it's uploading, I will start the reference from the electrolysis. This should be more uniform, even though in the electrolysis I also took it from different places inside the mixture, but it should be more uniform because of course it's based like on pre and not wax, which is very volatile.